Cheers and welcome, my friends. I'm Drak, and we're going to have a look at Jon Shafer's At the Gates. We're going to play a little bit of the game. First game with the designer's name in the title that I've been playing for a while. The last one has been Civilization. Sid Meier's Civilization is the full title of the game. And that also gives us the bridge to Jon Shafer, if you don't know who he is. He was the lead designer on Civilization 5. And this game is also a 4X game, one that he has done independently with his new company, Conifer Game Studios, I think. And they've provided me with a copy for the game free of charge so that I can show it to you guys. Now, I am on version 1.0. The game came out on January 23rd and cost $30 on Steam. And version 1.0 is still pretty buggy, so I would probably wait with the purchase for a little bit until a couple of patches out. And it pains me having to say that, because the design of the game I really, really love. I think it's a very, very interesting take on 4X games, which is one of my favorite game genres. And there's a very interesting and unique approach to this. So what does the game do? It is placed in the historical Dark Ages. So Rome is still sort of powerful, but it's falling down, and you have all these barbarian tribes that are popping up around Rome and that are sometimes plundering Rome if they're strong enough, or they allying with Rome. And in the midst of this, you lead your tribe and try to either do the same, conquer Rome, either West Rome, Rome proper, or Byzantium, so Constantinople, or you try to become an ally of Rome, the Magister Militum, where you successively send your tribal armies to Rome, lend them to Rome, basically, and then at some point they're going to recognize you as the protector of the Roman Empire. And the design is really, really interesting, but it is buggy at this point. So it was kickstarted, and it's just not a huge team, so I understand it as long as it is getting supported in the future. This is a game that you should eventually pick up, because I really enjoy it, and I think it has great potential even if you were to do something more. It's been in development for I think 7 years, so quite a lot of time went into it. And yeah, let's just get into it without further talking. There is a potential that this series might be stopped if we run into a bug where we can't continue the game. That is something that happened to me, where the crash happened every time during that turn, because my army was being attacked, and then that crash happened. But let's try to avoid stuff like that, and hopefully we can at least play this for like a couple of episodes. I don't think this is going to be a huge series. I want to do one once it's more stable, if the version ticks up a little bit. But yeah, for now I just want to show this off. So yeah, we have all these tribes. Interesting. Each of these have special bonuses. So the Goths start with more food and treasure. The Huns start with a archer, and can train horse archers. The Vandals get gifts from Rome. The Alemanni have their people have only positive traits, no fully negative ones. Picts start the game with more population. The Lombards start the game with all resource deposits identified. Holy hell! Okay, interesting. The Franks, +1 mood boost for all clans. Very nice. Permanently at war with all factions which don't follow the Nicene Christianity religion. So your tribe has a religion in this game too. Either pagan, Nicene, or Arians, I think. The Slavs, units no longer require supply except when inside another faction's borders. That is pretty big. That will allow you to go very warlike. We have the Saxons start the game next to the ocean with a free galley. Bonuses provided by deserted locations doubled. Interesting. And we have the Avars. +1 move point for all units can train horse archers. So I think the Avars are those that later formed Hungary? No, it's the Magyars. Oh well. And yeah, to unlock these, you have to either be allied with them or you have to conquer their capital. So we just only have the Goths available. I've played around 5 hours of the game. I've seen a couple of streams too, and I'm just really happy that a new take on the 4X genre is out. So the game has a very varied map, and it revolves around resources and clans. So as you can see, 3 clans have joined our tribe. That is the total of clans that we have in our tribe, and each of these clans can either be like a unit on the map, or they can be doing stuff in the settlement. We only ever have one settlement in the game. That's a big difference to Civilization and other 4X games. We're only ever going to have this settlement. And but we can move the settlement, so if we click on this, we can pack it up and just move somewhere else. And that's kind of what the first phase of the game is about, just trying to grab as many resources as we can from the spot that we're in, and then moving on to greener pastures. There are 2 phases in the game, so we're currently in the proper tribal phase. But as we continue the game, we're going to be able to declare ourselves a proper kingdom, and that from that point onward, we won't be able to move our settlement anymore. So we want to do this in a really, really good location. But the problem that you have as a normal tribe is, if I start going for that forest, you can see it's 24 turns of wood. After that, the forest is gone, which is nasty, right? Because you're just going to eat the whole map. And if you become a kingdom, you're going to be able to build stone structures onto that forest and basically take resources from the forest without it ever getting depleted, which is really good. That's something that we want in the long run. We've got to find a good location for that, and I find it a really unique and interesting way of structuring the map. Like, the map is always the star in 4X games, and this one has not only very nicely map in a graphical sense, but also in a game design sense, because there's a lot of things that play into things. So for example, here we would be able to build a trader because it is a river that is going into a sea or an ocean. If streams meet, we can build traders there. We have to identify all these resources around us. Apparently we know that these are berries, but we have no idea what this is. Could be flax, could be wheat, could be all kinds of things. We also don't know what these mineral resources are, but it's a pretty good starting location, I'd say. So that's nice. Let's talk about the clans. So we have clans and we have resources. Talked about the resources in a bit. So this is Clan Radolf. These guys are meek, so they have only half morale. Probably shouldn't be fighters. Never has desire, so sometimes clans get desires, like if they're out in the cold, maybe they want to go somewhere warm, something like that. They're also never going to engage in feuds with other clans. This can be nasty. You have to punish a clan then, which makes them lose their current job and all that kind of stuff. And they're also afraid of water. Okay, these guys are very afraid. Yeah, they look really scared. We'd really appreciate a place to stay. Another night out in the rain and we'll certainly lose our minds. Well, okay, you can stay. We have Clan Herrick. Paranoid. Okay, more vision range and one less move point. And we have, they're all thumbs. Training time doubled in crafting and experience gain in crafting halved. Okay, you're not going to be a crafter then. Alright, next clan is Alman. These guys are obsessive. Training time halved if at least 3 turns. Obsessed with every desire. Likelihood of having desires tripled. So these guys are constantly going to be nagging us. Great. And charismatic morale for all other clans on the same tile increased by 1/4. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So we have a very social people here. Interesting. Alright, so these are our clans. Every turn we can only do a couple of things. So we can study a profession. This is our tech tree. So they all belong into each of these categories. This is very basic. If we show more, you can see most of the techs are kind of just normal jobs that we can give our clans. We're going to train them, give them a job. So if we research more, we can have feast masters, we can have archers. This goes actually pretty deep. So each of the areas has a lot of things that you can research, and it has a very, very intricate economy system that I enjoy extremely, especially the switch between being a tribal kingdom and then switching to being a permanently established kingdom where you have to husband your resources and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go agriculture at first, because that's kind of what we want here. We can train a clan. So these 3 clans, they're all in our settlement. There are 2 things that we need. So one is discipline, the other is profession. As you've seen in here, these are the 2, 4, 6 disciplines. And as people work in those professions that belong to these disciplines, like let's say in agriculture, if someone works as a farmer, they're going to have a certain level in the agriculture discipline. And if you then try to move them to another job inside the agriculture discipline, then they're going to be able to make that change really quick, and then they're going to be able to learn that job really fast. Whereas if you send them to something completely different, they're going to take a lot more time training. We're starting with 3 completely blank slates, so that's good. I guess we're going to go with the timid people first. You're going to be gatherer, I'd say. That's good. So this will take us 2 turns to make these guys into gatherers. The other guys can't really do anything. We probably want to train one of them. We want to train one of them to be an explorer. I think it's going to be Almon over here, because he doesn't have any movement penalty. And the charismatic is kind of going to help us, because we might make him into a bard or something later down the line. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is everything that we can do. If we have no one to train and no one either in discipline or a profession, then we can produce treasure, which gives us a little bit of money. Currently we only have 2 resources. We're going to get a lot more. Food is measured in turns, actually, so 15 just means that we have 15 turns, and we have 100 pieces of gold. That's the only thing that is measured in turns, which is kind of nice compared to other games, so I appreciate that. Okay, so let's move on. We're learning agriculture. We have a new clan too, so these guys are... What are you? Oh, these guys look crazy. Squeamish. Morale halved, training time doubled in livestock, and experience gain in livestock halved. Alright, and they're independent, so they don't want to settle down. Settled professions are all those that are either in the structure or in our settlement, I think. It has actually a very nice tool tip system. Yeah, remain inside the settlement. Alright, so... independent. They learn things faster, but they also don't want to have anything to do with livestock. I think we can do that. So now, because we researched the agriculture thing for the first time, we can switch disciplines. And I'm thinking we still need more people to go and gather. So we're gonna make Clan Herrick. We're gonna give them the agriculture discipline as well. So we're gonna have 2 gatherers. And yeah, we can study a profession now. So if we go farmer, we're gonna be able to build permanent or temporary structures with timber, or permanent structures with stone blocks later down the line. Don't necessarily want to do that. What I want is crafting. We're gonna research that. Because we want to have 2 people be crafters. Okay, so let's finish our turn here. We're going to get our first gatherer. I kind of want to get the economy going at first. It starts slow, but then it really does pick up. Alright then, so I'm going to send you out here. This is going to be good. And we have a new clan, another independent clan. Okay, so these guys are miserable and independent. Why are you miserable? It's never better than upset. Okay, we're already getting really shafted with the clans that we're getting, because these guys are all not too great. And the map is randomly generated, and so are these guys, or yeah, procedurally generated. So there is gonna be a bit of a luck factor involved. I think we might send Arndt out to be our crafter. Okay, and then we got to train, and I think we're gonna train you in wood collecting. You're just gonna go out and collect some timber for us. That's 1 turn. Oh yeah, we got to study something, so let's study discovery now. Let's finish the turn. Sometimes these clans come with like new with entirely already preformed professions and all that. We had none of that. Okay, so we're gonna give this guy the explorer profession, and I'm gonna make him an explorer too, I think, just to see what's around us. Let's check real quick. We could just make him a surveyor. So things that have this can identify unidentified deposits, and we kind of have a few around those. This will take us 3 turns. But yeah, let's study this. So we're studying the surveyors, and I guess we just might make you another gatherer, or maybe a reaper. Can harvest flax, wheat, barley. I think we kind of want to have you be a gatherer too. Okay, so we have a forager in the woods, and we have a gatherer over here. So you, another gatherer. We gotta find something for you. We're gonna go over here. There might be a beehive, or there's rumors of a beehive. So that could be good. We're gonna, yeah, we have no move points remaining. They took all their points to get into that tile. Okay, we have a new clan. These guys are petty and corrupt. What is it with the bad traits? Fucking hell. Okay, welcome, you petty, corrupt people. Glad to have you, I guess. I mean, I'd rather not, but what am I to do with them? We haven't had anyone with a good trait so far. It's just hilarious. Okay, well, you can be a digger, I guess. Finish the turn. So we have a caravan. The caravan is going to come in 3 or 4 seasons. They're not going to be here in winter. And each turn is about half a month. So, and we will have to stockpile plenty of food for the winter. So we've got to work on that. Now this caravan doesn't really have a ton of things. It does have a little bit. Now we could buy some tools. 25. They're also offering some weapons. Now we might just want to hold on to our money. Different things can do different things for us here. I think what we're going to do is upgrade the caravan. So if we spend 10 treasure, they're going to bring more stuffs to us. And I think that's well worth it, but we're not going to buy anything. I think we're fine right now. We have an idle clan. So you go forage things now. Almost done with the digger here. And then we're going to be able to start with the surveyor. Alright, so, buddy. Are you the miserable one? No, yeah, you're the miserable one. So, go down here into the miserable rain and identify that miserable ore thing. Okay, so, well, make you... I want to make them into a surveyor. Okay, so we need tools, apparently. Damn, we need 10 tools? Gotta be kidding me. Okay, I guess you gotta be an explorer then. Study a profession. Alright, so what's good is potters, because they increase the production of our hunters, gatherers, and reapers. So that might be good. Oh, so there is a beehive, and then there are some neutrals in here. So this is a logging camp being controlled by neutrals. They have an archer unit in there. We'll be a little bit careful, but I don't think they're really going to attack us. They're not bandits, they're just neutrals. So this should be okay. Yeah, let's move on. We're going to identify what's around us here. Okay, so this is our explorer, Alman. We're just going to come down here, see if what we can see. We're going to identify this deposit. So that's what the digger is doing. And we have a new clan. So these guys are loyal and dutiful. Finally, someone with a good trait. So this dude's already 4 in honor. So these guys, the dutiful, loyal guys, are going to be our warriors. They're going to be the warriors of the clan, of the tribe. Beautiful. The first clan that's actually good that we have. So these guys can be hunters. Hunters are like the first job that you have. They can fight a little bit, but the good thing is they're going to get experience in the honor category. And as we continue, things are going to get better with them. They're going to gain more experience. I'm going to be easily able to train them into some capable warriors then later down the line. Okay, it's early August. We're already moving towards winter, so it might be best to consider stockpiling things. Now, the hunters can identify those animals over here. Every job can kind of identify what they are working with. Okay, so that's good. We're getting a very decent amount of food right now. The thing is, each clan can have more families. So they're going to get a family after a certain amount of turns, increasing their resource production by 5%, but they will also eat additional food. So as your empire grows, you kind of always need additional food sources, or you're going to look quite stupid. All right, so now this guy, we're going to need more wood, I think. He's a corrupt and petty dude, but if we just train him, well, I kind of would like to have a potter. Do we want to have a corrupt potter though? Resource production reduced by 1/4. Potter is actually, yeah, actually we're gonna keep him as a potter. We're gonna just produce things here. The good thing about this is they're not producing anything directly. They just double the production. I don't think he can actually do anything corrupt with that, so maybe that's gonna be helpful. Okay, so now we can train potters. We're gonna train this guy into one. I still don't have enough wood. Okay, we're gonna have enough wood next turn, so it's probably gonna get one additional round of treasure. Let's go. Let's go metalworking. We're probably gonna need tools fairly soon, so let's make that happen. 2 turns until we get an additional clan. So that's nice. Berries down here. We're just looking at potential areas maybe that we can settle in the future. We're going to try to identify these animals over here. There seems to be one of our neighbors already. Okay, we've met Attila the Hun. Hello. If you know what's good for you, you'll offer me a token of appreciation. So the system is kind of interesting. Leverage is what we can get him to do, like totally, in total. Relationship level is the relation that we have with him. So far, so good. The global reputation influences what I can do on a global scale. So if my reputation is very high, I can get even people that don't like me all that much to do the things that I want. So if I give him like a treasure, my reputation is going to go down because I bow to his demands, but he's going to like me a tad more. So I think we'll just do that. We'll give him some treasure. Just cause, yeah, he already has that horse archer. I kind of would like to stay at peace with him for a little while. It would be ideal not to get killed right away. So no, I don't want to switch disciplines for him. I really don't. That sucks. We don't want to really have him in a producing profession, but we're gonna lose the discipline boost otherwise. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. We're still going to make him into a potter. It's fine. Why is that not happening? Come on. Become a potter. Okay, now it's happening. Good. Good, 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 good. I like it. So we're going to study an additional profession. Wood bundlers are going to be probably really useful. We don't have any tools though. So let's go ahead and go for blacksmiths. We should soon learn what this thing is. Yeah, identifying in the next turn. Can send those guys down here. Let's finish the turn. Let's see what happens. In one turn, we're also going to have a caravan. So we might just be able to buy some additional tools. Maybe. And we have a new clan. Impatient and imaginative. Hello. So this starts with 5 levels in discovery. Holy hell. That's a lot. And impatient. Training time increased by half. Okay. Likely to get upset within a year if forced into a profession outside of discovery. Oh, come on. Okay, okay. Oh. I think we found our surveyor. I think these guys are probably gonna do something else. It's fine. Okay, so what do we have over here? We have coal. Okay, interesting. We're gonna just have a look at the next deposit. Did you... Okay, let's identify what these animals are. Find out if they are any use to us. And we have the caravan. So as you can see, the caravan is bringing a lot more things to us. I'm going to buy some cloth to upgrade the amount of clans that I can have. Let's do that. So I bought 5 cloth. Already down to 60 bucks. It might still be worth it to buy tools. If I just buy the 10 tools now, I'm going to be able to go for the surveyor. We might not strictly need the surveyor, but nah, it's fine. We'll go for it. Okay. Our start is still pretty good. Still happy about it. These guys have 2 military power. It's not a ton, but it's okay. So military units. I think archers have 5, spearmen have 10. Okay, I'm at the Saxon. I don't know, I already have -1 global reputation. I have no idea where he is. Is he down here? Is he down here somewhere? Where are you, Sodic? Yeah, over here. Alright, no. I'm not gonna give you anything. So that has kind of increased my reputation a little bit. He's gonna be annoyed with me, but I can't really help that. Alright, in one turn we're gonna have our potter ready. You, buddy, you're gonna identify this deposit. We're gonna still need 2 turns to identify these animals down here. Interesting. We're not starting a profession. So let's go weaponsmiths, I think. Might be good. So the structures that you make from wood are already an upgrade to just foraging things here, because they will just halve their production and then still allow you to have another turn with the half production. So if this, for example, if these hills can give me 40 turns, 24 turns of wood, if I build a logging camp on here, then we're going to have 24 turns of that wood, and then we're going to have 24 turns of half the wood income, and then it's going to go. So it already increases your income, which is quite nice. Okay, we're not training a clan. I think we're going to train these guys now as a surveyor. Okay, let's make that happen. With idle clans, yeah, you down here. He's already having supply shortages. Oh yeah, it's already November. That's not ideal. There's more neutral people. A monastery. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, sure. No, we'll try to get up there, back into our camp, because we're actually gonna need the workforce that this clan represents for other things. But as we go into winter, we're gonna be less and less able to forage and do things on the map. So, oh yeah, okay. So there is an actual mountain ridge in this area. Might be a nice area to maybe move down into later down the line, but for now it's definitely not what we want. Okay, so here's a surveyor. These guys can either build roads, construct a path, or they can identify everything on the map, which is quite nice for us, because that's what we need. We're not training a clan because we don't have any. We do have these, the potters, and they are upgrading the food that we're getting, I think. So he's helpful. He might not be super helpful, but we'll just leave him in there. Settlements idle. We're just going to produce some treasure here. We don't have a clan to train. Still 2 more turns until we get one. Okay, we can now train weaponsmiths. Let's go ahead and actually research bards. So these guys will increase our fame. It's a social profession, and this will help us attract more clans to our tribe. So that's gonna be pretty good. What do we have over here? These are sheep. So we could just hunt these sheep, and in fact I will. We're just gonna forage this. It's not very close to us, and we don't really want to stay in this location in any case. So I guess we're just gonna not care and just gonna take everything that we can for now. Let's finish this turn. I think we're fine. We should get an additional clan now, depending on what they are. So, a corrupt and disfigured clan. Sure, hello, welcome. Person that I don't really want, but okay. So, we're gonna train you, and we're gonna make you into... It's really unfortunate that you corrupt, but I guess I have to make you into a blacksmith. Because what we need is definitely the iron here. So we're going to set our digger to forage the iron over here, so we can make weapons and tools. We have an idle clan. We're through with the wood. And the supply that this tile gives us is still enough, because it's inside the area of control of our settlement, that these guys can go into those woods down here and get some more wood or more timber. We're definitely going to need that timber It's important. Okay, now we're in the proper winter, where it's gonna be pretty nasty for our guys to stay outside of our realm. They're gonna lose health if I keep pushing them towards our thing, and they can only heal if they go back to the settlement, and we spend 5 cloth and 5 oil to heal them up, which is, yeah, it's pretty expensive. It's not ideal at all. So these guys will continue to forage and then encamp. The encampment temporarily gives them extra supplies, so you can have a turn of them encamping, then a turn of them working, then a turn of them encamping, and so on. They do that automatically if they are foraging. They're not doing it automatically if they move, so you have to do a little bit of micromanagement if you're moving people back and forth. Well, yeah, so yeah, clans are idle. We're going to forage down here. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. We're going to get wood again. So now we're getting iron and we're getting wood. What we need is our blacksmith getting up and running so that we also get some tools when starting a profession. Let's change that. So would probably be nice if we had some archers or something to get some of those goody huts. We have the chance now to go for a bard. Lawkeepers will allow us to research faster, so that's also a consideration. But it's all like work power that we're taking away. Same is kind of true for the honor thing. This will also give us 2 free levels of honor. So maybe we'll keep that for a little bit later down the line. Let's go. Actually, no, we're also not gonna go livestock. We're gonna go miners, just so that we have that and can potentially just build a mine on certain things. That's gonna be good. Now, Serdic has denounced Attila. I don't care. Let them denounce each other. February. It's still pretty cold, but we're already getting out of the winter now. I like it. Yeah, just gonna go back into the settlement and then into the settlement. We're gonna train you into something else. Gonna finish our turn. We could probably use someone else to get ourselves some wood. Okay, so Serdic is now following the religion of the Celts. That's alright. And Clan is now a blacksmith. So suddenly we're getting 1.5 tools. We're getting less iron because we're turning the iron into tools. So that's how that works. We're also gonna find out next turn what this deposit is. Oh, you're completely done. Interesting. Okay, so those berries are we're already through with. I guess we could come down here and try to forage those berries. It's gonna be a little bit less convenient, but what can you do? And then we should train a clan. So you're gonna stay in the camp. You, on the other hand, I guess we're going to make you into a bard, just so that we can attract clans more quickly. So in one turn, you should see the speed at which we can get clans be increased massively. Yep. So if we have a look at this, increase clan limit. So we're producing 4 base per turn, and then we're producing 6.3 from clans, which means we have massively increased the speed at which we can pull more clans. Now, if I spend 5 cloth, we're going to increase the amount of clans that we can support by, what is it, 6. So we're going to go up to 18 clans. I think in the end game, I read that we can have about 50 clans. We're going to have a very diverse economy with different people doing different things and all that. But for now, I think we're going to bring the episode to an end here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, if you want to help me out, help the series out, then please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Always helpful so this can show up in search results. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope I see you in the next episode. Let me know if you're interested in this game, if you're considering buying it, if you maybe have been looking for something new in the 4X space for a while and want to try this out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.